Hello and welcome to The Buzz. Thank you for your company this evening. If you'd like to join us, don't forget you can jump on social media, use hashtag The Buzz, or just look for our Facebook page. Paul Cook, good evening to you.
Oh, hello, Jason.
How you
Lovely to
doing?
be here. I'm very well. Excited about tonight's program. We've got so much on tonight's show. I'm surprised that we're going to fit it all. I don't think we're going to fit it all in. We're going to have to stop.
Are you on something?
Yes, probably.
Yes, tonight. He
Anyway.
certainly is. Anyway, great to have your company. Do join us this evening because this show is all about you, live and local, no scripts. If you tweet something, you'll likely see it up here or down here, or perhaps even we'll read it out. Who knows? We'll get there eventually. First thing we're going to do, though, is, according to this piece of paper right here,
Have a look at some Christmas
something
lights.
about Gangnam Style yet again. Yes, well, that house is actually here in Perth.
Kim Illman,
Kim Illman's from Messages on Hold.
who does his own thing every year. This year he's decided to go Gangnam Style.
Let's do that. All right, time for another sexy lady, Candice.
Oh, shucks. Got to admit, that house is one of my favourite Christmas lights setups in Perth. Always very impressive. It's over in Churchlands if you happen to live in that area. And while you're continuing to the north, head up to Connolly as well. There's some fantastic Christmas lights up that way. But I digress. We were talking Gangnam Style, and there is a reason that we showed that video. Well, at least played that song. Gangnam Style is now the #1 most played video of all time on YouTube with 815 million views plus. Very, very impressive. This week it surpassed Justin Bieber's Baby as the most watched video of all time, thus proving that the internet has no taste in music. Moving right along with the social media recap this week, and we've got a new meme, and it's all about falling off cliffs. Not really, just pretending. So to poke fun at her overly protective mum, this 22-year-old woman from Illinois went on a holiday to the Grand Canyon and sent her mum that joke picture, then posted it to Reddit, where it's gone absolutely viral and it's spawned quite a few copycats there as well. A good little giggle. Well, Tajikistan in other news has just become a less complicated place. Facebook was banned in that country this week, but not because too many people were posting selfies. Apparently the president there, let me get his name right, Emomali Rahmon, who's ruled there for 20 years plus, is sick of all the criticism he and his government are getting over the social media engine and has put a stop to it altogether. It looks like he's gunning for his job once again when the country goes into elections later this year. That's going to make things, pretty tense and pretty angry, like things were pretty tense and pretty angry on the Tonkin Highway not too long ago.
I reckon everything is made better with the addition of yakety sax.
It's fabulous because if you watch the video, normal with the sound, it's just a tragedy of Perth bogans being nutso on the Tonkin Highway and just makes you sad for humanity. Speed it up, bit of yakety sax, beautiful. Makes
Yep.
you laugh.
You saw it here first
Makes
on
the
The
world
Buzz.
a better place.
Alrighty, time for us to take a look at some of the other things that are happening around the place. In Perth trends, now Steve Gibbons, who is a parliamentarian, referred to another parliamentarian today as a bimbo.
What?
Yeah, how dare he?
I actually read this story and he tweeted something about being a bimbo and it was to do with Julie Bishop, I think. Julie Bishop. Here's the thing. Did you watch Question Time today in Parliament?
No.
No. Well, it was basically Abbott and the Prime Minister going on about this AWU scandal. And it went on and it's stupid and boring. I want to see more just name calling. Paul Keating style. Let's call people bimbos.
Yes.
Let's
Unrepresentative swill.
Absolutely. All tip and no iceberg. Let's bring a bit of that back into Parliament. Let's get rid of this
Garth
PC
Godsman
crap.
on Twitter says Chris Ullman from the ABC notes that in these strange times that it's quite okay to call Tony Abbott a douchebag, but bimbo requires immediate outrage.
Oh, it's just tiring. Just let people call people names, for heaven's sake.
Latika Burke says, been debating whether it's more insulting to be called a fool or a bimbo, as bimbo suggests the insulter at least thinks you look okay.
Hey!
Hey, see? That's how we go. All right, also something else that, well, I think it upset a few people today. There was a Facebook page, as we understand it, that was set up to be Jetstar, except it wasn't Jetstar.
This is a fantastic story. So Jetstar has a Facebook page, as you would imagine, and what he's done is he's started a fake Jetstar account called Jetstar Australia, used their logo as his profile picture, then gone into the Jetstar page and answered some of the queries. So as an example, what happens is somebody says, I keep getting emails from Jetstar saying they've changed my flights, she's not happy with what's going on. Jetstar replies, hi Diane, thanks for leaving a comment. We have now cancelled your flights as requested. We look forward to you using Jetstar in the future. She goes, what? I don't want my flights cancelled. And some of the other fabulous comments that Jetstar, the pretend Jetstar, said. This is a comment box, not write a long story box. Please shorten it and send it to someone who cares. And Jetstar, hi Pip, thanks for your message. No, don't be such a tight ass and pay the full price. It's cheap anyway. Thanks, Anita.
Yes, so there
Lovely
you go.
trolling.
You've always got to think twice about what you see on Facebook or websites or social media. You never know if it really is who, well, it's claiming to be. And in this instance, I think someone got
That's right. If
a little bit embarrassed.
If it looks too good to be true, it usually is.
Alrighty, time for us to go back to Candice again. Candice, 1 million apps from Apple.
Indeed, got another few snippets for you here. Rumours and reports are abounding that Apple has now approved its millionth app since 2008. There are currently 700,000 apps in the App Store, so you might be thinking, if you're any good at maths, gee, that leaves a bit of a 300,000 number of apps discrepancy. Well, apparently the people who put out this report, a company called AppFire, say that that's because 300,000 apps, and potentially could be true, have been removed by their developers because they're not happy with them or not happy with the platform, or a variety of reasons. But there are reports that there are 1 million apps out there at the moment, but of course, like always, Apple will not confirm nor deny. Also making waves on the internet this week, Angus Jones was the young fella on 2.5 Men, shot to fame as the character Jake. So now he's making waves after appearing in a YouTube video, a church video, preaching Christianity. No problem with that, you know, if you're into that kind of thing, no problem. But he also took the opportunity to let rip about the company and the show that makes him $8 million a year. Talk about bite the hand that feeds you. Well, after a whole bunch of news coverage and criticism, he's since retracted his comments and said a big sorry to the people who pay him $8 million a year. Either way, it's a bit of a look. You might want to check this one out.
2.5 Men. If you watch 2.5 Men, please stop watching 2.5 Men. I'm on 2.5 Men. I don't want to be on it. Please stop watching it. Please stop filling your head with filth.
That black guy, he's the guy from Fringe.
I absolutely agree that you should stop watching 2.5 Men. The show's crap, and if only the cast of Friends had done the same thing, and maybe Seinfeld, and all of those other second-rate US sitcoms.
The show is called 2.5 Men. Now, we've already had Charlie Sheen leave. Now we've had Jake leave.
Has he left?
Well, he's probably going to get booted now anyway. But the show, are they going to have to rename it to One Man?
Just One Man.
It's just going to be a boring show about that chiropractor.
And they're just going to give him a banjo and a bass drum that he has to kick with his foot, and it's One Man band.
I don't know. I actually heard somebody on 2UE, Sydney's Talkback Radio yesterday, talking about how much he loves the show. Do you love the show? Send us a tweet, hashtag the buzz, and we'll make fun of you on there as well. All righty. Now, Paul, I know on a regular basis you also have some websites you'd like to tell us about.
Well, look, I spent last night having a look at a couple of pictures, because a lot of us use Instagram and we post pictures on our Facebook page
Selfies,
or Twitter's.
topless
duck
schoolie
faces,
photos.
that kind of thing. But what we don't do sometimes is make them a bit more creative. And as this one says, this one is called befunky.com. It says there's no such thing as a boring photo, just boring photo editors. And you can go into this, you can pick different effects for your pictures, whether it be sepia, whether it be colourful, whether you can have this kind
So you
of
have lots
weird
of colourful
3D
photos
thing.
of people's lunch.
Yeah, you could do that, or maybe pictures of you and your wife in some quiet moments.
Ooh.
Now, what I did is I have a look at this one. There's another one called PicMonkey, which is, now both these sites use Flash, so there are apps for your Apple products. You can download them,
Right.
but you won't be able to use them off the web page. Otherwise, you can just go to them on your PC and download them. They both work pretty much the same. For my money, BeFunky is a little better because it has more effects, it's a little easier to use, and it's a little faster in the rendering. The last thing you want to be doing is waiting for it to happen. So it's great fun, and look, it's good to build montages and collages if you want to send stuff to your friends.
Money involved in this, or is it all
No,
free?
well, these are free. There are certain effects you can get the premium package for if you want to.
All right, now tell me about this meme generator, because I've heard people talking about this one.
Now, I thought you'd be aware of this. Obviously, you know what happens? You want to make a meme. You've had an idea for a meme, or something's happened at your work day, and you want to send it to all your friends to create a bit of chaos. Well, go to memegenerator.net. This is the easiest one I found. There's a few on the web, but this one's really quite simple and easy. You can generate a character, generate an image, or create a new character if you like. Maybe get a picture of your mum if you want to make a meme of your mum. So you can pick one. For instance, let's pick Confident Kid. You can then go and put the text on it, the language you want it in. Maybe you want to do one in Spanish that nobody understands because it's incredibly offensive. You can do that. Then you cut it out, you save it, you post it, send it to your friends, and people laugh. So anyway, if you're thinking of generating memes, especially with like Perth WA memes and a lot of those sites, Rockingham memes and stuff, which are quite popular, I have a bit of fun with some of those and send some bits and pieces in just for my own amusement.
I just did a meme. Can we get my meme up on the screen? I just did one for you, Paul. Walks Funny is called Paul.
Yeah.
Is that how memes work?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, there you go. You saw it first here on the Buzz. Right. Is that it? Are you done?
Yeah, go on.
All right. Well, in that case, we'll take a break. We've got some important messages from our important sponsors, and we'll be back with more of us shortly.